My name is Brian Riggs, and today we'll be talking about how to do a tremolo technique. Now, tremolo just refers to when you do the same note and you repeat it very fast to give the illusion of a long sustained note. Now, what's unique about the Spanish guitar is that we can do that fast repeated note, and at the same time, when I use the thumb of my right hand, I can play a bass accompaniment part to go along with it. So I'll kind of give you a short example, and we'll kind of break it down and see how to do a tremolo technique on the guitar. So I'm going to play an excerpt of a piece by Agustin Barrios. It's called An Alm for the Love of God. Agustin Barrios was kind of the original rock star of the guitar. He was called the Paganini of the guitar. He was a South American guitarist in the 20s and 30s. So I'll give you kind of an example of a tremolo technique, and then we'll talk about how to do it. So what I'm doing is I'm using the fingers in my right hand to play a 4-note pattern, and today we'll look at kind of the most common tremolo pattern that guitarists use. So I'm using my thumb, and then I'm going to my A finger, or ring finger, M finger, or middle finger, and I finger, or index finger. So I'm going to the thumb, and then A, M, I, P, A, M, and I. So a great way to start practicing this technique right off the bat is to do all 4 notes on the high E string. So we'll do the thumb first, we'll go to the ring finger, then the middle finger, and then index finger. So when you start out, don't feel like you have to go fast at all. See if you can just have a really nice even sound. So it's even in how long the notes last for and how loud they are. So just do 4 notes. You can start off slow. When you start to get more comfortable, you can go faster. So for most people, it's a pretty easy kind of relaxed motion. When they make a fist to kind of curl in their fingers, starting from the pinky side and going over towards the thumb side. That's kind of the motion you want to use when you're doing a tremolo technique. So you're thinking, instead of 3 distinct motions, you're thinking of one kind of big motion, and it's definitely from like this knuckle joint. So it's kind of like if you think of your finger as a leg, this is like the hip joint. It's propelling it forward. So you kind of feel that nice big, that big joint moving. So it's all kind of one relaxed motion. So once you get kind of good doing it on one string, try keeping the fingers, A, M, and I, keeping those on the high E string, and moving your thumb to different strings. So start putting your thumb on the B string, and you can move to the G string, to kind of get that feel of your fingers are kind of stay the same. And then your thumb, you kind of wants to move backwards without affecting the fingers. So once you get comfortable with that, a great way to start going from there is to hold down like common left hand shapes, and then see if you can kind of do a tremolo with the thumb moving to different bass strings. So I've kind of included a short little study that you can kind of work on. You can use any chord progression or song that you're already playing, but you can use this one too. So it kind of starts with an A minor chord. So I'll just play that really quickly. So the study I've included is so you can hear how it's kind of a very like Spanish kind of evocative of Spain kind of technique. So once you're practicing that, as I've said before, see if you can strive for evenness, because an even tremolo is actually going to sound better, and it's going to like get that illusion of a long sustained note more effectively than if you have a really fast tremolo, but you have maybe a couple of hiccups in between the notes. For a lot of people, it tends to be between the thumb and the fingers, between the fingers going back to the thumb. They kind of get kind of like stop a little bit and kind of like the rhythm gets interrupted a little bit. So see if you can strike for evenness when you're practicing that. So this is just a very brief introduction to tremolo technique. This is one of the favorite techniques of guitar players, and it's also great for strengthening your hand, expanding your technique. So hope you have fun with it. Thanks for watching.